this case I don't want to do that, so I will click cancel. Then I can come here to send to reviewed. So send to reviewed. So it has gone to reviewed now. Then I can now go to reviewed claim. Need to scroll this down, then reviewed. So I'll come here, it's under reviewed now. Let me expand this again. So we have the details, the total amount. So the number of providers to be reviewed is 1, and this is the total capture, this is the amount process. So now I can send it back for review. I can click here to update. So if I click on update, on this update, maybe the provider is owing you, or there is a particular amount you want to deduct from the bill before it goes for payment. This is the point where you do that. So what's the total amount that the provider is owing you? How much do you want to deduct from this bill from the total amount the provider is owing you? So you put it there. For example, let's say provider is owing me 4,000 naira or 400 naira, and here I want to deduct only 200. So I input it and I click on submit. So it will ask me the confirmation question again. Are you sure you want to deduct? Yes. So once you do that, now you will see that it has been added. So the total bill submitted, amount processed. So the difference between this and this is what you are seeing here. Now I now have deductible. The total amount that the provider is owing me is 400, but the amount I want to deduct is 200. So if you remove 200 from this, it shows you the amount that is payable to the provider. So this is the amount that is payable to the provider, and this is the year of the bill, the month. I don't know why the month is showing invalid month, so I'll check that. So that is, this is the details. So you can see send back to review. You can see leave it the way it is. So now that the review has been completed, I can now go back and batch the claims for approval, for payment approval. So I will come to batch, payment batch. So this is the one I did this morning. So you will see that the status show not paid. So now let me quickly work on that. Let me batch the other one. So I will come to create payment batch, the title. So you can give it any title you like. So I will just call it 2nd July batch. Then the description, can give it any name. Then the region. So when you want to batch, you search for the region where the provider is located. So at times you may want to batch by region. I don't know the method you use, but any method that you use for batching, you let us know. If there's need for us to update this, we update it or customize it. So I'm batching for provider based in Southwest. So the one I'm using for test is in Southwest, Lagos Southwest. Then you search, it will show you. So the ones that you have previously batched, you will not see it here. So you are only going to see the ones that you are yet to batch. So now this is the total amount, this is the process amount, this is the amount that you are deducting, and this is the amount you are paying. So now I can still come here to edit this. That's click here. I can still, deduct more money. That's under the payment batch. So but if there's no need, so you can leave it. So immediately you click on this, for example, when you don't highlight it, it will not show amount you want to batch, and you won't be able to submit it. So I have to click on it to be able to save the payment batch. So I will click here and save the payment batch. Now you will see it here. You can see it here now, total amount payable. Now once you come to this place, you will see the title, the batch, the created on, that's the date of creation. Number of batches, that's the number of bill in a particular batch, or the number of claims in a batch. Number of providers, that's because you can actually batch multiple providers, not only one. You can batch as many providers as possible. Then I'll come here, view. I can view the details. You will see the number of bills and the number of providers. You can still come here to expand. You can still view. So this is only one claim. So if you have more claims, you will see it there. Then this claims conflict. So the claims conflict is you can actually flag a particular claims. Maybe you suspect fraud or anything, so you can flag it, and you will see the details here. So that is why we have that. So then you can still expand. You can still come here to view the breakdown. So if I click here now, it will show me the breakdown of the bill. That's the drugs, the services, those information you captured earlier. You can still see the medical and the benefits. You can still see the authorization code, just like we have it earlier. So let me close this. What else? Then you can view. I've shown you that. Then you can update. You can still click on update. So that's if you still want to deduct more money, you can still. If you want to reduce what you are deducting, just enter the amount, the new amount. For example, before we used 200. If I want to deduct 100 and I want the deductible amount to be 300, I can see enter it here and submit. So it will still reduce this. So now I can remove bills from batch. So you can come here to remove bills from batch. I can add bills to batch. So I can come here to add bill to batch. And I can come here to print memo. Then here you see that they said it here, click on claims to mark as paid. So if I click on this, I can actually click on this to mark as paid. There's supposed to be this thing here. Okay, I think the reason is because it has not been approved, so I won't be able to see mark as paid here because it has not been approved. Then I can click here to print memo. So if I click here now, it's going to show me the memo for the bill. So now the memo has been downloaded here. That's call memo. So I can click here to view the memo. So it will show me the details of the memo. So let me just do that. Okay, I think I need to. Okay, so this is the memo. Now you will see MD, true risk and compliance, acting head, medical, the bill. So it will just show you the details of the bill. So it's telling you kindly approve the sum of so for payment. So that's the memo. Then so that's the memo requesting for approval. Now let me go back. So now that is all on this particular modal that we have there. So now that we have seen that you can edit, you can still come here to edit it. So for example, the title of the batch is 2nd July batch. You can still change it to anyone that you like. It's awaiting approval. You can still download. You can still download this. You can delete it. So when you delete, you are not actually deleting the bill. You are only deleting the payment batch. So that means when you delete it, the bills go back to reviewed, and you can still go back there to batch it again. Then here is to approve. So if I click here now and click here, I approve it for payment. You will see that we have approved. And after approving, the mark paid is showing up. So mark paid is showing up. Now you mentioned something about being able to make payment directly from here. So if you have once we have an agreement, we sit down, we get the necessary information from you to enable you to be able to process payment directly from here. But this particular feature, we did not program it to do that. We did not customize it to do that. So if you want us to customize your own system to be able to process payment from here, then we can do that. So once you have paid, you click on mark paid, you enter the date you paid, you pick the bank you paid into. So this point now is where we update the feature, the endpoint from your bank that will enable you to pay directly from here. Then you click on save and you click on proceed and mark payment. So that is that. So that is how you captured and marked bills for payment. So it's just as simple as that. So now that you mentioned that you want to automate the process, we can actually do that for you. And that is the claim. So in the second video, I'm going to show you how to capture bill from the provider portal. So that's what I will show you in the second video. So but before, I don't think I need to delete this because we have already activated allow multiple batch. So thank you. I will shut down this video now and create another video where I will show you how to capture bill from the provider portal. Thank you.